Lighthouse Dark is a partially improvised fictional comedy. Every season, you can count on 3 things. 1. Someone will get lost. 2. Someone will find a collection of weird commercials, news clips, and homemade videos. And 3. Trying to survive. Could be deadly. Ever since finding that warning from the cabin's old owners, Carson can't sleep. The creature on the roof doesn't help either. Will he escape before he goes crazy? Let's get lost. I've never buried someone in the snow before. Hey, everyone out there potentially listening. I haven't been found yet. Got my fingers crossed, when I can feel them. Now, once again, just off the top here, if this is your first time tuning in and you happen to be with the search and rescue operation, my name is Carson Brooks. I got lost up here about 72 to 89-ish miles away from the largest airport in Alaska. In case you're wondering where it is, one of my friend's shoes are pointing in the direction of the cabin, so you find some blue and white shoes and you'll be on your way. Yeah. I'm not holding out hope, though. It's been a couple days since that guy tried to kill me, and I killed him in self-defense. And it's been wearing on me a little bit. I just kind of needed to get some stuff off my chest, so I thought I'd check in and say hi again, if anyone's listening. Sleep has been harder than usual. I think I slept so well the first couple nights here because I was just so exhausted from the adrenaline of getting lost up here, losing my friends, most likely to death. But then, killing that guy, burying him in the snow out there. I haven't been sleeping too well. Been having some dreams. Not nightmares, just weird stuff. It takes me forever to get to sleep anymore, and by the time I do, I hear these loud noises on the roof. I haven't seen that strange shadow of whatever it was that was lurking up there a couple nights ago. That thing that just kind of breathed real heavy and then vanished. I don't believe in ghosts or anything, so I'm guessing it was an animal of some kind, but what kind of animal crawls up onto a roof and just hangs out? I don't know. Oh, then I've got my leg. It's been cramping up real bad ever since I hit the ground trying to get that rifle. It's from an old injury I got. Back in high school, I tried running track for a month or 2. I was doing alright, but got an injury that took me down. My leg's been okay ever since, but every winter it seems to act up, and I just didn't expect to hit the ground so hard. Yeah. I keep looking over this letter I found in the basement from that weird woman whose sons apparently turned into cannibals. I don't know why I keep reading it. It's not like I'm going to glean something new. I don't know. Not even sure what I'm saying half the time these days. But hey, I never gave you guys the tour. Now, don't worry, I haven't gone stupid. I know you can't see anything, but I can paint the picture in your minds. Alright, well, as you can not see here, I'm standing in the main room. So, as you come in, alright, there's one door to this cabin. One door in the front. There's one in the back, and there's one that's kind of sealed up on the side where the pantry is. That's where I found a lot of the food, thank goodness. So I don't have to worry about hunting just yet. So we got 3 doors in this place. Now the first one, you walk in the front door, and you've got this pretty decently sized area, this living area. There's a fireplace, there's a couch near that, there's a couple of rocking chairs that really creep me out at night, so I threw my sleeping bag on one of them. Still gives me the chills. Then if you go back just a little ways and you look to the left, that's this little kitchen area. It's just like a nook. There's just enough room to make something on the stove. And of course the gas isn't on or anything, but I do have a lot of matches. Me and my friends, we planned on being up here a while, hiking it, living outdoors for a couple of days. Yeah, my dad was a camp counselor, and my mom taught yoga, so I thought I was prepared for everything. Anyway, tucked away just behind the kitchen and a little more to the right, kind of in the center of the cabin as you walk in from the front door, there's this little alcove, and when you go through the alcove, you see the door that leads down to the basement. That's where I found the letter. Some totes, Clothes, decorations, jewelry, the usual stuff. There is a second floor to this place. I've only been up there once because, well, I don't know why. I just haven't really had a need to go up there. There's a small bedroom down here on the first floor, just to the right of that alcove I mentioned. I would take you upstairs, but you know what? I'm going to save that for a little later to give me something to do. I am so bored up here right now. At first I was terrified, panicked, alarmed even. I didn't know if I could survive the night. But then I found all this food, and there's enough there to last me, honestly, probably months. And the problem is, if I know I can survive until someone finds me, what do I do? There's a TV, but the thing doesn't work. It's just mind-numbingly dull up here. I'm finding it hard to stay positive. I'm usually good about that. That's one of the things my kids love about me. I'm a math teacher in Maine, for those of you who haven't caught my other transmissions. But it's so hard to stay positive sometimes. Everything's just so heavy right now. So anyway, I need something to take my mind off that, and I had an idea. You ready? 2 words. Home gym. There were some bikes down in the basement. I figured I could get a couple of those rigged up, and I could suspend them from some ropes. It looks like the basement ceiling can hold it, so I'm going to try to rig that thing up to the ceiling, let it just hang there, hop on it, pray, and then just kind of work out. So that's what I want to do now. I'll bring you along with me. Gonna head down to the basement here. Right. Now, let's see if I can get to the bikes. Oh, this is gonna be great. Okay. Alright, there's some ropes over here. Some metal hooks. I should be able to drill up here into the ceiling. I gotta find a drill. Okay. Alright, well, there's a lot of stuff I can use down here, and if I look upstairs, I might be able to find a little more, so... when I check back in, you guys are going to be listening to the proud owner of a home gym. All right, in the meantime, I got some of those weird commercials and home video clips for you. And in case you're wondering and you're confused right now, this is from that stash I found up here. So while I fight my boredom by making a home gym I'm sure will be safe, you can amuse yourselves with some of the weirdest commercials I have ever heard. See you on the other side. Wow, look at this garden. I'm Chelsea Holdenbacker, the proud new president of Mayfield Garden Show and Expo, and we've got a special treat coming up. Spring has sprung, and that means it's time for seeds. Gather inspiration for your own garden by stopping by ours at the special 12th Annual Mayfield Garden Show and Expo. I can't wait to mix it up with some ornamental cabbage. What about you? Are you excited to show off those zinnias? Garden season is here. Now is the perfect time to focus on the one thing that helps you forget how miserable your life is. Come on down and see our good friend Mike Rithel. He'll evaluate your flowers and tell you when you're gonna die. These daffodils look great. I'm sorry, you have 3 weeks to live. We love him. And new this year, floral speed dating. That's right. It's time for the weirdest blind date imaginable, where nobody sees who owns the flower. Bring your verbenas, bring your dusty millers, and pick your mate based on their plant. You won't see their face till the end of the show. And your favorite part, long talks about the things you'll never do as well as the presenters. I've only been a gardener for a couple of months, so this is gonna be right up my alley. Bring us your snapdragons, bring us your fizzle whackers. Also, please be aware there will be a bike lane in service. Watch your step. There's no better time to forget the rest of your life exists. So come on out to the Mayfield Garden Show and Expo and huff yourself some heliotrope. It's a vanilla-scented flower. Shiny things, reasons to waste your money. Now announcing the grand opening of the Silver Koala. Gambling problem? Come on in. Why a koala? Who cares? Inside these doors, inexplicably guarded by tiki statues, is a paradise of flashing light sure to help you forget at least half of your worldly troubles. Featuring poker tables, blackjack, horse race betting, and 35,000 slot machines. Who's gonna count them? For those foodies out there, introducing bake-off betting. We'll select a random panel of judges from the guests that evening to sample the new chef's latest. Place your bets on whether they vomit. Keep in mind, if you do volunteer to judge, you may be exposed to some minor food poisoning. Most casinos have bedrooms, not the Silver Koala. We value your time that should be spent feeding money into the machines, with the vague hope that maybe, somehow, you'll win a nickel back. Because let's be real, that's about the only way you're gonna make anything when you come here. It's a casino. It's our business. It's our world. They're our rules. Or maybe you're after entertainment. You're in luck. We've got recently paroled ventriloquist Hutch Wales. What's that thing on his hand? Is it a whale? No one knows. But he was recently cleared on all counts, so bring the kids. If you're feeling especially guilty and more than a little hungry, we've got confessional crepes. Chow down on our delicious crepes while you apologize to God or the deity of your choosing through our online ordained waiter host. Isn't it more fun to sin in a group? It lowers the odds that you'll get caught, like a traffic stop or a speeding trap. Come on out to the Silver Koala, where nothing matters, hypothetically. Uh-oh, your tooth just fell out. Well, what are you gonna do now? You can't afford to go to the dentist. You can barely afford to feed yourself 6 days of the week. You gave up on the 7th weeks ago. That's where your friends at Temporary Dental come in. Temporary Dental uses a pop-up only business model to give you a quick fix on all your tooth and teethy needs, just enough to avert disaster for a few more weeks. We even do root canals if you'll pull up a YouTube video with at least 2,000 views. Our latest shop opens tomorrow, located next to the cell phone case kiosk at the last mall in Huxton. We've even got screens and acoustic wall panels to help protect your privacy. Now you might be thinking we don't use qualified professionals, but you'll be happy to know that Temporary Dental is staffed by dental school students who maintained at least a D average. Yeah, right, you must be thinking. But how do I know they'll do a good job? Well, how do we really ever know anything? The point is they'll do a good enough job for about a week or two. And that's all you really need. Now how shoddy is this work? Are we talking modeling glue and peanut butter paste? Well, at Temporary Dental, we'll charge half the price for half the work. But remember, we accept cash only. We won't be here tomorrow. Alright, moment of truth. It feels like it can hold my weight. It's a good sign. Oh, okay, the creaking's not. But that's okay. I'm gonna stay positive. Like the old me. Seems to be holding me. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I know it's nothing big, but kind of a nice feeling. Ah, I was making my own home gym back at my place. It's this little town home. I've got the bottom floor to myself. The second floor tenant is some businessman, so I never really have to worry about being too loud. This is good. Almost reminds me of my own exercise bike. I was supposed to have an elliptical too, and I kinda do, but I was never able to fully assemble it. I got it partway there, and then by the time I figured out where I went wrong, I tried to undo it, reverse course, but I found I tightened the screws too hard, so it's just sitting there, incomplete. Maybe I'll fix it someday. Some people have a boat they're always working on. For me, it's an elliptical. I do have a bench press, though. Ooh, I tell you, I am going to look trim by the time someone saves me. I'll see if I can go a little faster. Oh, mistake! Well, the good news is I didn't land on my bad leg. The bad news is I didn't land on the carpet. Okay. Alright, looks like I need a little something else to secure it more up there. It didn't rip a huge hole in the ceiling, so that's a good sign, since that ceiling is my floor when I'm upstairs. Yeah, it looks like I need something to more evenly distribute the weight. It only came loose on that one side. I guess I can't put it off any longer. Let's continue our tour. Tell you what, I'll save you some time. I'm gonna pause this thing and I'll be back when I'm on the second floor landing. Your time's more valuable than mine right now. It's really dark up here. Luckily my flashlight's still holding on. It's probably about 11:30 in the morning, but it looks more like 11:30 at night with how dark it is in these halls. It's a good thing I don't believe in ghosts, huh? Wait, what's that? I thought I saw something down the hall. That's stupid. I know that's stupid. Alright, well, let's check some rooms here. Alright, first one on the left. Here we go. Oh, there's just one box in this room. Alright, let's see what we got here. Wow. It's just filled with stuffed animals. Not kid stuffed animals either. There's all kinds of different sizes. Now, there's a frog here, an alligator, or crocodile. I never know the difference. You got a rabbit, a giraffe. You, polar bear. The less I see of those things, the better. Well, I keep forgetting real people lived here once. Wonder whatever happened to Hazel. That's the name of the woman who wrote the letter about her lovely boys turned cannibals, and how she was going to put a stop to it. You know, it's funny, it never occurred to me that she could still be alive. I look at this cabin, I look at the letter, I look at what happened to her one kid and what I had to do to the other. Yeah, I've come to the conclusion now they had to be twins. I mean, they were both unhinged. But with this old cabin, those two guys dead, and an abandoned basement, I just assumed that Hazel was in the past tense too. But what if she's not? Like, what if she's alive? Well, if she is, she's not here. Ooh, what if her body is? No, I just smelled that, right? Oh, it is winter. Oh, I can't think about that. Alright, let's leave this stuff here. That's not going to help me with a home gym. Okay, we got another door on the right here. Head in here. Oh. Yeah, now we're in a horror movie. There's an empty crib. At least there's a little bit of light coming through this window. Alright, nothing in the crib that can help me, but... Ooh, some blankets. Oh, and there's even some sheets. There's also a couple of keyboards just kind of thrown around the room. That's weird. I might be able to use them as a kind of counterbalance. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying not to go nuts. Alright, well, might as well grab these. Alright, now... What was that? I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye, back in the hallway. Well, let's go see, shall we? Yep, no surprise there. Nothing in the hall. No, that was definitely something. There's this kind of wispy haze heading down the hallway, away from the stairs. I'm gonna follow it. Okay, it turned a corner. I didn't even know there was a corner up here. Alright, well, I'm gonna turn the corner too. What are you doing, Carson? Alright, I lost it. The haze. Yeah. I lost the haze. It's gone. But there's one more room. There's just this one room down the hall where it vanished. There's a kind of a glow coming out the underside of the door. Wait a minute, can you hear that? Let me see if I can get the mic closer. Yeah, you heard that, right? It's this like hum, this weird sound, like it's coming from behind that door. I'm just scaring myself now. This is what happens when you live alone for too long. You know what? I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off. Here we go. It's locked. Oh. Gotta tell you, I don't know if that's good or bad. But you know what? I do know that I need to work out, so I don't lose any more muscle mass before you rescuers who are listening out there come rescue me. So I'm gonna head back down to the basement, and I'll talk to you there. Action Artist Art Supply Store would like to extend our deepest condolences to all the artists out there who think that by coming into our doors, they're gonna create a masterpiece. Oh sure, we can provide you with everything you need to paint, sketch, or even sculpt your way into a life worth living. But we at Action Artist understand that your odds of commercial success are far worse than the odds of you being struck by lightning. That's why we like to set realistic expectations the moment you walk in those doors. We know that art matters to you, and you have to be ready for whenever inspiration strikes. So be as ready as you can. Buy up a little bit of everything in our store. We're not gonna stop you. At Action Artist, you'll find paint, obscure posters, and aisles full of reminders you will never live up to the image of the artist in your head. We like seeing people succeed as much as the next person, but delusional people annoy us. That's why our retail associates are trained to say passively aggressive reminders that you're only doing this to hide from a painful truth or impress a dead relative who never liked you that much anyway. Contrary to popular belief, we do believe in you. Action Artist even celebrates an Artist of the Month every month. Congratulations to last month's winner, Molly Lorpit, who finally decided to give up on her dream and join the corporate world as the treasurer for a local dog shelter. Art matters. Artists matter. But delusions are dangerous. Come to Action Artist for a hard dose of reality. But don't bring your kids. Seriously, you're supporting them too much already. Woohoo! Hi, I'm Gary the Gopher, here to talk to you about the special savings coming up at Wild Rick's Amusement Resort and Park. Now, I might look like I just crawled out from an underpass, but that's just because I love sleeping at this park so much. Now, here at Wild Ricky's, it's important to remember that Ricky has his good days and his bad ones, too. Quick disclaimer, when Ricky's wearing the peg leg, it's not an act. He is crazy and will harm your children. But what else would you expect from a carny-turned-motivational speaker? I mean, when he's on, he's really on. Summer's just around the corner. Why not hop into one of our antique cars? These aren't the boring ones your parents are used to. No, we don't have guide tracks. But don't worry, they only go up to 30 miles an hour. Want to be a costume character like me for the day? Then hop in the Magic Machine, an old white van next to the cotton candy stall. If you want to stay on site, I don't blame you. So why not check into our 3-story Laugh-A-Lot Lounge? It's a special hotel filled with zany caricatures, drawings, and paparazzi photos of popular and lesser-known comedians. We've even got a special stand-up act in the cafeteria, morning, noon, and night. Please keep in mind, material may be unsuitable for children and those with a sense of good comedic timing. When the lights go down, this place really comes to life. But that's when you want to really go out of your way to avoid Wild Ricky. He seems to get wilder the darker it gets. A lot of it just comes down to common sense, you know. If Ricky's running the roller coaster, maybe go see the creepy magician instead. We don't ask questions, and that's how we keep our legs. We can't wait to see your smiling face here at Wild Ricky's Amusement Resort and Park. Live dangerously, but, use your head. This is Gary the Gopher, signing off from Wild Ricky's. I'm gonna go hop on the carousel here. I haven't seen Ricky in a while, and I want to stay out of his direct eye line. Listen, I'm not sure how many ways you want me to say it, but I don't know what happened to my wife. This is really hard for me. I wish you could respect me a little more. Well, I wish you could have respected her a little more. But now she's dead. I'm missing my kid's orchestra concert for this. Now, are you gonna tell us what you know? Or are you gonna make this even harder on yourself? Hey, relax, it's okay. My partner's a little on edge lately. I can't blame him. He and his daughter are about as close as they come. Hey, we get it. Life's tough. You make mistakes. You didn't know who you were marrying. Maybe you wanted a way out. Maybe you thought no one would find out. Maybe you thought it looked like enough of an accident that we wouldn't come calling. Maybe you thought, oh, this is just insufferable. I didn't do anything to her, all right? Pam was the love of my life. I'd give my own life just to save hers. We were just children when we met. Not the children thing again. Look, my kid is gonna play a viola, and I'm gonna listen to it. Now you say she hit her head and hit the floor. Then why was her kneecap shattered? Well, I imagine from hitting the floor, sir. You're 5'8". How big a drop is that? I didn't stop to measure. I noticed she wasn't breathing. And yeah, that brings us to our other point. Is there a reason that you felt the need to shower before you called us? I can't tell you why my brain was doing anything it was doing once she hit that floor. I still feel fuzzy. This whole thing just feels kind of like a dream. It's still concerning, though. Why take a shower? You weren't trying to hide anything, were you? Trying to wash off the blood, literal or metaphorical? Hey, Luke, do you have a light? Nah, I'm all out. I thought you quit. Trying to. I want justice as much as you two gentlemen, but right now I'm tired, and I can barely keep my eyes open. Oh, I'm getting tired of this. My little girl told me if I didn't show up tonight, she'd jump off the balcony. You know how high that balcony is. I've never seen your girl or the balcony, sir. Hey, Taggart, whoa. Let's just kind of dial it back a notch. Sorry. I'm gonna take a walk. Okay, now, Mr. Reynolds, you wouldn't happen to have a light on you, would you? No. Sorry. Oh, maybe you'll reason with me. I'm not hiding anything from you people. I carried my new wife over the threshold. I walked into our new home, and I turned a little bit. She hit her head and she hit the floor. That's all that happened. Yes. But why was there no foam in the archway? Didn't you think about that before you swung her around all do-si-do-like? I wasn't throwing her like a rag doll, man. Okay. I've been patient with you for long enough. Just tell me why you did it. That's all you had to do. Tell me why you did it. Oh, I don't like the look in your eye. Are you okay? Do you want me to get you some water? I'll be fine. I just need my cigarettes. I swear to you, I don't know anything. And from this moment on, I won't say another word without my lawyer. Now, I'm looking at the clock, and it's a good 10 minutes past how long you're allowed to keep me. You let me go now or I will sue. Touché. Yeah, I'm so itchy. Just one drag. I swear I'd be alright. I'm gonna follow you out, okay? No funny business. Do you have to follow me? No, I at least gotta put a cigarette between my lips. It'll help me feel better. I don't need to explain myself to you. What, are you waiting for a ride or something? Get out of here, man. Oh, your itching is driving me crazy. Here. Oh, thank you. I thought you said you didn't have a lighter. Talk to my lawyer.
Hello. Noodle Knight is a special night at Archibald's Fine-ish Dining. But you don't need me to tell you that. I'm just here to tell you it's back. So if you like noodles with your mediocre dining experience, step through our uneven doors into a fully refurbished ballroom that'll make you feel like $100. There's a reason Noodle Knight's so popular. Here's how it works. The longer your tie, the more noodles we put on your plate. We're serious about Noodle Knight. If you don't finish every noodle on that plate, you'll be locked in until you do. All cell phones and pagers should be deposited in the basket upon entry. We don't want any unfortunate interruptions. Whoever eats the most on Noodle Knight is awarded with the coveted gemstone fork. Its value is whatever you decide. If you want to take it home, you will have to pay for it. And for those of you who really love your noodles, proposal packages offer a special discount if the askee says yes and you mention us in your vows. We will know if you don't, and will sabotage your marriage. But Noodle Knight isn't just about the pasta. We've also got fish, with 7 kinds of dipping sauces, none of which are pronounceable. Is my deep voice soothing you? Is it soothing you more than it soothed my ex, whom I haven't heard from in months? What is it that drove us apart? Noodle Knight. Archibald Fine-ish Dining. When edible is good enough.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't know where these commercials came from, like where they aired and everything. But hopefully you're getting a kick out of them. Whew. I've only listened to some of them. And lately I've been listening to them before bed. It kind of helped me sleep. Wow. That was a workout. Man, that felt good. Just getting active again. I can tell you my favorite part of this cabin is the couch. Yeah, you'd think it'd smell musty. Nope. That's fine. It doesn't seem old, doesn't seem new. Just right. It's a little stiff if you sit in it too long, but beats freezing to death in the elements. Okay, well, it's 1:15 now. What is today? Thursday. I think so. Yeah, Thursday. And back home, I'd be fighting to keep the kids' attention in class after a lunch of non-fat strawberry banana yogurt and a cookies and cream granola bar. I know they're like candy bars. I never cared. Boy, how weird is it I'm thinking about that life in past tense now. That life feels a million miles away. It's probably only several hundred. You know, I had a lot more going for me than that home gym I mentioned. I was saving up to buy my own house. It's the one actually across the street from where my mom used to live. Before she died, obviously. My mom and I were pretty close. For a while. If it weren't for her, I never would have believed in myself enough to even go to college, much less get my master's in teaching. I always loved numbers, but, well, I was a procrastinator. By the time I hit 10th grade, I was partying pretty hard. My sister was good friends with a couple of the seniors, whose parents were always out of town, working with clients, real estate. So I'd go there every other weekend, sometimes on weeknights. For a long time, Mom didn't know and Dad didn't care. But I shaped up, I turned around. Mom and I used to go to the gym together all the time. But then I met this woman, Jessica. We were both working as baristas at Newgrounds Coffee. I'm not lying, that was the name of the coffee place. Well, for whatever reason, Mom didn't like her. And so for a while, I thought I didn't like Mom. A couple months later, Jessica left town. For months, I didn't hear anything from her. I didn't know where she went. She wasn't answering her phone anymore. Eventually, she had a friend tell me she was in witness protection. After that, Mom and I were fine, eventually. And then we'd go to the gym every other day. But the night she died, I ignored a phone call from her. Because I'd already talked to her that day, you know? But then I found out she got hit by a car on her way home from the gym. Now every time I hear a commercial for Universe Ripped, I just cry. It didn't happen there. It was on the way home from Major Muscle. Now, Universe Ripped, they're good people. It took me a long time to be able to work out again. I'll always miss her, but she'd want me to take care of myself, you know? So that's what I'm doing, as best I can. It's not that cold. I can usually feel my limbs. And sleeping will be better whenever that animal goes away. Sorry, I'm not feeling myself. Should probably make some lunch. Carson Brooks, largest airport in Alaska. Just follow the shoes. She always smiled when I laughed. I miss that. If you want a wedding, you want It's Your Day wedding planners. We'll convince you every detail matters when literally none of them do. Where will your family sit? Who gets to dance with whom first? These are the things you'll remember 20 to 30 years down the line. Don't let society fool you. The best day of your life is the day you get married, so it has to be perfect. It's the only day you'll ever remember in full. Why leave it to chance? At It's Your Day, we'll take care of everything for you. We'll work with you to make the crucial choices and help you prove you know nothing about your partner's taste. We're a full-service wedding planning team. That means you don't have to go anywhere else for your photos or your food. That's right, we even offer wedding cakes. We've got the freshest, most decadent cakes you'll swear didn't come from the grocery store down the street. Our photographers love taking pictures, and they're getting pretty good at it. We're here to help you forget that the rest of your life will always pale in comparison to what came before. When it comes to your big day, everyone knows it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. After all, that's what matters most. This is your one chance at happiness, so don't screw up. It's your day. We just control it. Hello, I'm Steve from Daltons Farm. Every year, 600 people go missing from haunted hayrides. 200 get lost in corn mazes, never to be seen again. Is any of that true? I don't know, but I do know we find a lot of cell phones that go unclaimed. Are the owners of those phones dead? We have no way of knowing. We don't have the resources to reach out to the families. This is a 6-person operation. What we do know is that here at Dalton's, we're in a bad way. We can't have people continue to go missing year after year. Somehow we haven't been shut down, and we thank our top-notch PR team for that. But to reiterate, we've done nothing wrong. Nevertheless, we're happy to announce we're assembling a search and rescue team for our hayride. There's gotta be some reason we can't find these people. We're not doing anything to them, and no one's ever found a body. What's happening? You can help. Go to the website on your screen and fill out a 10-minute questionnaire. Have you ever helped a neighbor find a pet? Maybe your mom lost her cell phone in a crowded amusement park, and you scoured every square inch of that grimy place until you found it. If that sounds like you, what are you waiting for? We're losing, dozens of people a week here. It's amazing we don't get shut down. On the other hand, our summertime hide-and-seek goes off without a hitch. No one can explain it. Search and rescue is a serious matter. Be prepared to sit through 7 to 10 training videos before we get into the real nitty-gritty and put your skills to the test. My oldest son, Cliff, he's 9, has volunteered to run out into the cornfield, and it'll be up to you to find him. If you find him, you got the job. No one's gotten it yet, and he's cried himself to sleep more nights than I can count. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for the Dalton's Hayride Search and Rescue Team now. Hundreds of lives might be at stake. Thank you. I'm glad you could make it. Oh, Laura. Why is she blue?
It takes a lot to make the dead look good. Open Window Funeral Home is looking for a new mortician. Our last one has recently passed on, and the guy we got to do his service did horrible work, just a real hack job, you know? But this is about you. Do you like putting makeup on dead things? How good are you at sewing? And, most importantly, can you keep a secret? Listen, we're desperate. We don't care if you have a mortuary science degree. Fancy pieces of paper mean nothing to the dead. The real question at the end of the day is, are you a planner? Because that's what we're really in desperate need of here. We need a good planner. All of us are so scatterbrained, and we don't mean to be. We want to be there for these people in their times of need. Everyone thinks undertakers rob people. We're looking to hire someone who can convince them they don't. If you can, Open Window Funeral Home is looking for you. Rodeo clown, face painter, at a child's fair, whatever you call yourself, get a hold of us. Help the dead rest in peace, and look good doing it.
3:15 p.m. I've been hearing that thing on the roof. I've had enough of this. I need sleep. I just want 5 minutes of not hearing that thing scratching and clawing and stomping all over the roof. Yeah, let's send this thing packing once and for all. I see it. Well, I see a shadow. Why is it just a shadow? It should be easier to see. There's plenty of daylight. More than there was the other night. All I know is I'm tired of this thing. All right, say goodbye, fella. No, you want to go the other way. Away. Shoo! I gotta get inside. I think I saw its face. I don't know what that is. It's nothing I've ever seen in a book, in a documentary. I don't know what I was looking at. What do? Well, you can't answer me. I can't go to the basement. I'll get trapped down there. I can't go up. I'll get trapped up there. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to stand here. It's going to go away. The back. What if I go out the... What do you want? What do you want? I wasn't trying to kill you. I just wanted you to leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. Well, not now, at night, but I'm trying to sleep. Do I drop the rifle or fire? Why am I talking to you? I have to focus. Oh, your breath is just awful. I'm sorry for shooting. I shouldn't have done it. I was just trying to scare you. I didn't want to harm you, but I shouldn't have done it. All right? I'm not holding anything. There's nothing hidden on me. I'm unarmed. You probably don't know English, but I get the weird feeling you might. There you go. Yep, just ease on back toward the door. It's all right. I won't bother you again. You have my word. Okay, that's better. Okay, I think it's leaving. I made a big mistake firing at that thing, but I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and hopefully it'll let me do mine. That's all I can really hope for at this point. I'm just lucky to still be alive. If I... Worthless. Good for nothing. Why are you the way you are? I can't stand you sometimes. I can never stand you. Murderer. Where is everyone? Why doesn't anyone care? Pathetic. I deserve to die. What? Yes, I do. It's all on you. Oh, there it is. All right, well, the good news is I don't hear that thing on the roof anymore. Guess I don't have to go out and scare it off after all. That's a relief. Why is my throat hoarse? What happened? This place is a mess. This is impossible. There's pots and pans and bowls just all over the kitchen floor. Salt and pepper shakers lying in the living room. Papers everywhere. My backpack has been ripped to shreds. What's going on here? Was that thing in here? Somehow, and I just forgot it? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Some short-term memory loss. My brain's way of protecting me from whatever horror that thing is. Why? Well, the bad news is I apparently blacked out, and that thing on the roof tore the place to shreds. But the good news is I got my bench press working. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stay down here and I'm going to work out until I pass out, or at least until I'm close enough that I can climb upstairs and get some sleep. And you know what? It's fine if that thing wants to stomp out Lord of the Dance on the roof. It sure beats whatever just happened. See you soon, folks. Highlight Keepers. For all the latest on Lighthouse Dark, stop by Facebook at Lighthouse Dark Podcast, check out our website, lighthousedark.com, and say hi on Twitter at Dark Lantern Pod. Lighthouse Dark was created and produced by Travis Corter. Story by Travis Corter. Voices by Travis Corter. Our theme song comes from epidemicsound.com. Additional music and sound effects courtesy of epidemicsound.com and storyblocks.com. For more info, see the description. Before you listen to the next one, take a minute to rate and review Lighthouse Dark on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you're listening. Until next time, remember, we're all in this together. Keep those lanterns lit. My oldest son, Cliff, he's 9, has volunteered to run out into the cornfield, and it'll be up to you to find him. If you find him, you got the job.